Alright, guys, welcome to the second lesson, which is going to be a little bit juicier and a little bit more interesting when it comes down to practical usage. So sit down, relax, and let's get ready. So, first thing we're going to do, we are going to be going over how to set up your Facebook business page, right? Your homepage on Facebook. It is very simple, but it's very important. And after that, we are going to go over the Facebook Business Manager, which is like your your business's uh, your business's space where you manage all your ads, all your ad campaigns, all the data. You're getting the feedback. You're also managing your all your pages, your groups, your communities. It's basically like is like the cornerstone of your business, right? So with that said, let's get right into it. All right. So first of all, what you're going to do is that you're going to go to this link, facebook.com/page/create. Very simple. And when you're going to go to that link, you are basically going to land on this page. So with that said, first thing you're going to do is you're going to write the page name. And like the page name is super simple. It's basically the name of your business, right? So, because I am doing marketing and I am doing copywriting, for example, I would create a copywriting agency. So let's just imagine I'm creating a copywriting agency. You can do this literally, I mean, literally on anything, right? So let's just say writing with Jake, right? I wouldn't probably call my company like that, but this is just for example purposes, right? Now the category. You basically want to select the category that best matches your company. So in this space, yeah, let's just say marketing agency would be great. Now, with the bio, this is very simple. You basically want to um, say your unique selling proposition. In other words, what you do in 2 or 3 sentences and what makes you unique apart from somebody else without actually saying it like directly, right? So what you want to do, um, we help fitness and we help fitness coaches scale their businesses from 0 to 5K per month with targeted advertising, right? Super simple, something like this, right? All right, now the next thing that we're gonna do, we're simply gonna click on create page. So let's wait. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do is simply, if you have a website, I would highly encourage you to type in the website. So that's the first thing. Second thing is your phone number, which you can type in as well. I'm obviously not going to type in my name. Then with the email, that's a very important thing. Make sure you don't type in your personal email and only type in your work-related or business-related email, right? Now the location. So you can just type in the address. I'm going to do everything. And also, very important thing with the hours. If you're an online business, you just want to say always open. If you're a physical store, like with physical place actually, open at selected hours and then you simply select when you're open, right? So if you're online business, just select always open. So let me just quickly go through all of this. All right, sweet. So we've did it. And next thing we're gonna do, we have to add a profile picture. Now, with the profile picture, you just simply want to add, the business logo, your business logo. Or if you're an agency, right? Maybe your profile photo, like a professionally looking photo, right? Now, what I would do if I were in your shoes, I would simply go to Canva. I don't know if you guys are aware, but Canva does this absolutely in amazing way. You simply can have You can have a professional plan for 30 days for free, and you can essentially create the best designs possible, right? So you just want to add, your profile picture. So let me quickly find my profile picture, just, to make it look nice, and let's get into the next step. All right, so I basically went on Canva, and what I'm gonna do, I'm just simply going to select some random template, right? And I can like edit it. If you really look at it, right, you just simply go to Canva, you go to edit template. It's very, very like simple, right? And Jake, let me just quickly edit this one, you know, rights or whatever, right? Like very simple, right? So you can essentially select from all the templates, like there's millions of templates, like thousands of templates. And after you're done with that, you simply click download, and your logo is ready to rock and roll, right? Very simple. So let me upload it. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to add a cover photo, which is like your thumbnail, right? Now, with the thumbnail, what you want to do, like you can either upload the logo or you can upload like a picture of you and your team, right? To really make it look like your real trustworthy brand, right? Now, if you go over the templates in Canva, you can clearly see that like um if you go over here and you just click create new design and you just click Facebook cover, right? It automatically gives you templates, and it automatically, gives you, templates that you can essentially um, like edit, right? Now I don't have the paid version, so let's just select this one, right? Um, Let me just, for the purposes, let me just select this one. Again, click share. Like I've said, Canva is absolutely phenomenal when it comes down to marketing. Like when it comes down to graphics, it just gives you, your files very, very fast. And like if you can, you see, this is absolutely amazing. Now, obviously, like I've said, this is irrelevant, right? You don't want this like to be like that, but this is what I'm doing, right? So let's just go to the next step. Okay, so the next thing that you can do is that you can connect your WhatsApp to your page, which I'm not going to be doing right now, but the way you do this, very simple. You just type in your WhatsApp, number, then you get, the code, the notification on your WhatsApp, then you confirm it on your phone and you're ready to go. If you want to have people to contact you through WhatsApp, it's absolutely amazing, right? So I will just skip it. And then, right? I can just invite my friends. I'm obviously not going to do that, but you get the idea, right? So yeah, that's pretty much. Now, the next thing we're gonna do is like we can turn on the notifications on our page because we want to be updated. Marketing and promotional emails about your page, I wouldn't select that. So that's pretty much that. And we are pretty much done. We're 8 minutes in this video and we have a beautiful looking page, right? Beautiful business looking page. So, um, next thing we're going to do is this. It is going to be adding an action button, which is very, very important, right? So, what do we want to do? We can customize our buttons, but first of all, we need to figure out the purpose of the action button, right? And like this is completely up to you, right? If you want people to to schedule calls with you, you can do this. If you want them to sign up for a landing page, then you can use this, right? If you want them to view your online shop, for example, you can do this. If you want them to send you a message on Messenger, and if you want to, talk to them one on one, if you, provide services, for example, if you're agency, digital marketing agency, then, you use this one thing right here. So we can select this one, right? And when we selected it, then you have to scroll a little bit down because it's hidden. You click next, and you simply click save, And this is pretty much it, right? Now, the next thing we're going to do is that we're going to access the business suite um, of the Facebook Business Manager, right? And this is like your ultimate home, right? This is where you manage your entire business from. So this is why it's so important. So first things first, you're going to go on this link. You can either copy in business.facebook.com. It's the first thing, or you can go to Meta Business Suite, right? Very simple, not too much to be said, right? Now let's quickly go through all the features the business suite has, right? So if we are here you have the Facebook Ad Manager, which essentially lets you play with ads, launch ads, stop ads, edit ads, everything. Notifications, very simple. Your inbox is not your personal inbox, it's just your business's inbox. So if a new lead or current customer contact you, it is going to be here, right? Now, if we look at this content right here, here we have posts and reels, which is basically like in there, if you look at this, this is a great feature. You can essentially schedule posts, right? So, and we're going to cover that further in the course. But what you can do, you can schedule posts, which basically means that you can create content in advance, and then the Facebook will launch it by itself without you having to do anything manually. Absolutely insane stuff. I highly recommend you to use that feature because you cannot, do that manually, right? Now, the next thing you have is your stories, right? Again, is just your stories that you've already set up, right? So, next thing is your clips, right? And right here is simply the videos, that you upload to your Facebook business page, right? Now the next thing we have are obviously A/B tests. Now for those of you who don't know what A/B tests are, very simple. You essentially uh, test two different variations of the same thing, and your goal is to make the A/B test decide which one performs better, right? So, to give you a little bit of context, if you create a post that's got the same value, which would be, let's say, teaching someone how to write an email, right? And one post is in carousel form, which is like multiple pictures that tell you like step one, step two, step three on how to write an email. And then you have, a reel or a video, that teaches you the same. The content is the same. However, the delivery is different. And in this case, you can create an A/B test, right? So what you do, you simply click create A/B test version A, you click which, version this is. So it could be like text post, right? Then, you can select an image, for example, right? And let me just, yes. And basically what you do here, you essentially, write the post right here and add the photo right here and add this description if you want. And then what you do, you click next and you basically run the A/B test, right? To decide which variations and which posts work the best for your current audience. Now, for these ones, for collections, playlists, and series, I honestly wouldn't worry too much, right? I would just worry about these, right? Very important. Now, if we go to the inbox, which is like your business's inbox, right? And right here you can see I have literally nothing because, like I've said, this is your business's profile and not a personal profile. Then you can manage all your messages from here. Now, very important feature that this has is that you can also manage your Instagram messages and your WhatsApp messages as well. So from this entire, inbox feature, you can manage all three platforms from here. You can manage Facebook, you can manage Instagram DMs, and you can also manage WhatsApp DMs, which is absolutely phenomenal. I've already shown you how to connect WhatsApp. It's very, very simple. Now let's go over how to connect Instagram with your Facebook business account. Now, the way you're going to do that is very, very simple, right? So what you're going to do, you're going to click, if you go to the inbox, right? You go to the Instagram module right here, and then you simply click Instagram. And if you want to create a new Instagram profile, it will simply let you create a new Instagram profile. And then at the end of the creation of your Instagram profile, it will automatically by itself just link, to the to your page. Or if you want to connect your Instagram that you currently have, which I if you have a personal Instagram, I wouldn't recommend to connect it with, your brand because that's absolutely, this doesn't make any sense, right? To connect your personal life to your business Instagram because you're going to get DMs from your friends into your business manager, which you obviously don't want to do. And the way you do this is you simply click log into Instagram if you want to, or if you already have like a business account, you simply click log into Instagram. You make sure that you allow access to Instagram messages because if you don't allow this, you will not see the messages in here. And you simply click continue and you will just log in with your credentials. And that's pretty much that, right? So that's how you do it. All right. Now we're back home, back to our homepage. And the next thing we have to go through, which is like the most important thing, is the ad manager. Okay, now I'm obviously I'm going to be teaching you this like throughout the lesson, so don't worry about that. However, I'm just going to give you a quick overview and quick walkthrough, right? So if we click on this account overview, right, this is going to take us to a new page. Now this shows you how much money did you spend in the last 7 days, and also, right, it shows you how many active campaigns are you running. Now, for those who don't know what campaigns are, it's simply like how many ads, you're running, or not how many ads, but like how many targeted ads are you running, right? Now, with that said, let's get into the second one because that's the most important one. Here you have campaigns, right? And sorry, this is in Czech, so don't because I'm from Czech Republic, but like other than that, the Facebook is in English. Now, in this tab right here, this is where you simply create your ad campaigns, and I'll be showing you, everything. And for now, I just want to let you know that here is the place where you create your ad campaigns. This is where your advertising begins, right? Now, the next thing is your ads reporting. Now, in here is where you basically get all the results, right? Where you get the feedback from the marketplace. Meaning, when you launch an ad campaign, you want, to hit certain milestones I already talked about, which is, KPIs, return on an ad spend, click-through rate, conversion rate. And right here, you will, discover that, right? So yes, here you can see the campaign name, ad set name, very simple. Now the reach is how many people this has reached, how many people it tried to reach. Then the impressions is which basically the number of times the ads were seen on screen. The frequency is the average number of times each account center saw your ad. Now, the next thing is the result, right? And the result is not specific right here because when you start an ad campaign, you have to set the result, right? You can set the result for making money, you can set the result for getting leads, for getting signups, you can set the results for website visits, whatever you want, right? And then it's gonna, you know, be right here. And then you have the amount spent, which is the approximate, total amount of money that you spent. Basically, the money you spent on your ads, right? So that's pretty much that for this one. Now we've gone for audiences, right? And this is like again, one of the most important things, if not the most important things, in the Facebook Business Manager, because this, lets you create your specific audiences. Now, why creating specific audiences is so important for you. And I'll tell you that in a second. So let's imagine this, right? If you have the best product in the world, let's say for athletes who want to, who want to increase, who want to gain 10 pounds of muscle in the next 3 months, but you advertise your product or your solution to the audience who only want to, lose fat and they don't want to gain any muscle. Now, what do you think is going to happen? They're never going to buy it. And your efforts, no matter how good your product is, they're just going to be wasted. Why? Simply because you haven't targeted the right audience. And this audience section right here, again, I'm not going to go into too much depth, but just to explain this to you, will give you, you know, the ability to target right people. That's why it's so important. You can have the best product in the world. If the right audience doesn't see it, it's the worst product in the world because you don't make any money of it because your audiences simply didn't recognize it, right? And then we have the billing and payments, which essentially is the place where you set up your like credit card or debit card and where you pay for the advertising, right? Now the last thing we have is basically the Facebook Creator Studio, or basically like your homepage of where you can create your post from, which is basically if you click on home, right, then you can simply create a post, reel, story, go live, post video across pages, which essentially lets you post video on your Instagram as well on the connected account, or bulk upload reels, which essentially means that you are going to upload multiple reels. So with that said, this is pretty much it. This is very simple. When you click create post, then you can simply create a post. And we're going to go over this, so don't worry about that. I just want to make sure that you guys understand how to navigate through Facebook. This was like the main goal of this lesson. And that is pretty much it. You can also create ad from here, but I wouldn't do that. I would do that through the business manager, which we went through a few minutes ago. And also create reel, very simple. You can upload the video, you can add the description, all this sort of stuff, right? And when we just exit, very simple, we can create story, we can host live stream, like I've said, and right here, you can manage, if you scroll down a little bit, you can manage your marketing content, right? Which basically means you will see all your posts and reels from the last 60 days. And when you click or when you scroll down here, you are also going to see when it was uploaded, right? Very simple. You can also then click to see all posts and reels when they were published. And when you go over here, you can see the status, right? Which means not boosted, which is like ad for the post, putting it in front of more people. Right now, I wouldn't personally recommend you to do this, but like that's for future. Then you can see the reach, which basically means how many people have seen the post, then the likes and reactions, how many people liked it, how many people commented it, and how many people shared your post. All right, guys. So this is the end of the lesson on how to actually set yourself up for success on Facebook. And we covered a lot of basics, such as how to create and optimize your Facebook business page. Then we covered how to navigate your Facebook business suite. And obviously, we have linked basics such as how to link your Instagram and WhatsApp to your Meta business suite. And last but not least, we have came to a small overview of Facebook's key tools such as Business Manager and Creator Studio, which right now is obviously, linked to the entire Meta Business Suite. So with that being said, I look forward to you guys and speak to you soon.